Hey, Sagittarius, how are you? Sagittarius, thanks so much for being here. I do appreciate your time and I appreciate your energy. I'm really excited to be able to get this reading out for you. The topic is going to really explore the situations where, you may have like a missed connection with someone, or, you have that one that got away, right? For some of us, it's, you have a couple that got away or a few. But anyways, this is to explore that energy, right, of that person, where things kind of were in the relationship and what led to, the ultimate, you know, separation of that, and why either one of you may feel as though it was a missed opportunity. So, with that also being said, this is a very timeless message, okay? Which means that there is no restriction on, the time frame of this message. So whenever this message comes across you, or if ever you're directed to this, no matter how late after it's been uploaded, this may, just resonate for you at that particular time. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sagittarius, as well as the cross watcher for Sagittarius. I've been noticing that a lot of the cross watchers energy have been coming up in Sagittarius, or in, the different readings. So, you may be someone who feels as though you missed a connection, or, you feel like the person that got away from you was a Sagittarius, and, you may be here to try to kind of figure that out. So, and the messages can be interchangeable. Sometimes it goes back and forth between, the particular sign or that sign's cross watcher, okay? So Spirit, please allow us to be able to interpret your messages for Sagittarius and the person here who has them most on their mind, or vice versa. The person that got away, the one that they feel that they missed the biggest opportunity with, or a big connection with, Sagittarius. What was the overall gist of your relationship or your situationship or what have you? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to one another, your bond deepens. So things were just starting out, right? Things were, if they weren't just starting out, right, it was to the point to where, you guys were really revealing yourselves to one another, really being a lot more open to one another, okay? Let's see here. What else do we have? We have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So you guys could have met each other while you were on holiday, while you were on some sort of vacation, you guys may have taken a vacation and unplugged together. You may have taken some sort of vacation and just kind of went off on your own, alone, just the two of you, so that you can get to know each other a lot better without, maybe all of the, extraness of like other people being, involved here. And then new love. Ah, beautiful, Sagittarius. So you saw this person, or you both saw each other as a breath of fresh air, a brand new, fresh start is how you both saw each other. I do feel like the strongest message here is that, for a lot of you decided to really take some time apart, but together. Like, you both decided that you were going to get away from your friends and your life and your job, and together just go to some place and just, hang out at the beach or whatever. But you were going to do it together and disconnect, unplug your phones, and just really spend that time together and develop this love and to get to know each other. But it could have been where, hey, like I said, you just may have coincidentally met this person while you were out on vacation, and they happened to be out on vacation with their friends. And then wham, new love. One second. So yeah, so Sorry about that, you guys. I thought I had a knock on the door. Anyway. But yeah. So let's see what the tarot has to add here. To help clarify. Yeah. Three of coins. Okay. Some sort of group effort, some group travel. Okay. Okay, the cards are just trying to fly out. Okay. Wow, okay. All right. That's the last card I needed. Okay. I'm getting a sense here, Sagittarius. Yeah, this definitely was, I feel like you possibly, again, were, you know, either trying to get away from a group, whether you went on vacation with this person to get away from home, to get away from your cliques at home, or again, if the both of you were on separate vacations and just happened to meet each other there, I just feel like, you know, you guys took some sort of break from your friends on vacation. And and that's, you know, it was maybe it just was one particular night where you guys had enough time to just kind of escape away from the party and from, you know, everything that was going on, because you know, it was how you were getting to, it was the only time that you really saw you were able to gonna really be able to really get to know this person. It was the only time you were able gonna be able to make that part of this connection work. It was, there was some sort of separation that you needed to have. Okay. Yeah, with the Eight of Wands again, this comes out to me as travel. So you know what, Scorpio had the Eight of Wands here in the same position. So there could be a lot of travel. It could have been where, you know, maybe after the vacation ended, like you guys may have kept in touch by far. You may have still been traveling to meet each other. That's how you've been able to keep it to work. That's how you were able to get it to work out. And then we have the King of Cups here. The King of Cups here, I feel like someone is sitting here, you know, I feel like they are just really contemplating really how they really feel. Is all of this traveling and all of this, you know, long distance kind of keeping up with each other, like, is all of this worth it, right? Not feeling like, I don't feel like they feel insecure. I definitely feel they feel very secure within their emotions, but I just think that they're just taking the time to also kind of understand their own emotions. I feel like, or I do feel like the both of you are just, this is just speaking to, again, the long distance relationship where the both of you just kind of feel a little bit isolated, but in love at the same time. But there was a lot of coming and going here with the Eight of Wands and the Chariot. A lot of communication, a lot of back and forthing to one another, to travel. That's how y'all were ultimately trying to make it work. Or maybe that's what it was. That's what was discussed. But with that King of Cups right there, maybe someone was disappointed that it didn't happen that way. It's like they kind of went back to feeling a little bit alone and just kind of left to just lament over the experience, the good experience that they had, but now they're alone. Let's get some clarification. Queen of Wands. Okay. That's definitely your energy there, Sagittarius, possibly. Good fire energy. Very attractive person. Very attractive, very charismatic, but at the same time, very reactive, I'll say. kind of. There's this sense where it's like, I don't know, I feel like this could be the energy where you, excuse me, this could be the energy where, you know, you're kind of starting to come into your own energy. You're starting to understand, you know, what it is that you're actually deserving of and what you're worth. And you're really starting to contemplate or at least understand that there needs to be some moves that need to be made. And I don't mean like, you know, traveling to be closer to this person, although that could have been an option of making it work, where someone would just travel and move there and just be, you know, stationed there permanently. But ultimately, I also feel like where it's for some of you, it's like, okay, you're just deciding that, you know, hey, I'm attractive and I have all this going for me, and you know, I've accumulated this amount of experiences. I can, you know, find love elsewhere, right? Or find more deserving love. But it sucks because it's like, okay, you know, this love wasn't, it wasn't bad, or this situation, it just wasn't bad. It was just the spark, and that's all it was. It was just the spark that just kind of left an impression on your mind, that just kind of left you not being bitter about it, but just, it gives you something, it gave you something to think about. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, you made the choice to just kind of move away from this, Sagittarius. You looked within yourself. You needed to understand that, you know, you don't have to put yourself through a ringer just to be in love with someone that you barely were really getting to know. You know what I mean? Possibly it could be where you were feeling like you were the one having to put in all the effort here to do that. Or some person was feeling like they were the one to have to put in all the effort to make all the travel arrangements, to, you know, do all the back and forth. Yeah, you definitely wanted to do it because you did love this person, or you did have feelings for this person. But ultimately, with the Queen of Wands next to the Five of Pentacles, I feel like Sagittarius, this is saying that, you know, you guys just kind of like said, wait a minute, like, no, like, I don't have to put myself through the ringer. Like, I'm Sagittarius. What do you mean? They need to be doing something for me. They need to be coming my way, right? And me sit down on my throne while you come my way. Oh, you don't want to come my way? Well, then, all right. Well, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to, you know, just, in a way, it's like make you suffer in silence. Like the silent treatment. And then the Star card. Wow. I feel like with the Star card coming out here, I definitely feel like this can speak to someone possibly just really, honestly, I feel like it's someone really kind of losing the faith in the losing faith in the process of trying to make this actually work, like work. But I feel both of you wanted this to work. But Sagittarius, you were the one you were the one doing all the figuring, you know? You were the one doing all the figuring. You were the one doing all the communicating. You were the one doing all the movement and taking all the, you know, going the back and forth, going the distance. So then why, you know, but why aren't you happy? Why is your back turned? Why are you alone but in this relationship, right? Because you're you're at a distance from this person. You're isolated from this person. You even feel isolated from this person, even if they were local. Or you've tried to put yourself more local to them and you still feel isolated. So you may have actually physically moved to them to be closer. And you still felt the distance. You still felt out in the cold. So you definitely lost faith in the situation. But I do feel like there had always been this part of you, Sagittarius, to say, well, you know what? I'm freaking fabulous. And, you know, it's more of, I'm going to go ahead and put them on the back burner, right? While you pursue other things, or while you try to rediscover, you know, you lose faith like in this particular person, and then you kind of redirect that into some other project or person. But it is like a dream that does actually come true. You know, it's the decision that leads you into your dream come true. So Sagittarius, you probably met somebody right after this or some point after this that things maybe got a little bit easier. And it's like, yeah, you kind of came to this new place possibly to be with someone else. But, you know, in the middle of that, you were able to actually find, you know, love, but just not with that person. And I think this kind of speaks to a little bit about them as well. Like Sagittarius, I feel like you feel that they were possibly beginning to be a little bit unplugged from the reality of you. Just like, you know, you guys had to unplug yourselves to get away from other people around you. I feel like you feel as though they were beginning to do that with you to a certain degree. And that's why, you know, things just really didn't work out. But it could have. But you were the only person putting in effort. In essence, the only one having faith here and the only one hoping that, you know, this would come to fruition. But ultimately, you decided to take that faith and put it somewhere else or to someone else. Because I do see as though you basically just said, all right, then I'm going to cut you off. Oh, boy. So, excuse me. So if there was any communication with you guys right now, let's see what that would look like. Let's see how you feel or how they feel when they think about you or when you think about one another. What could possibly, if you think about them at all. They could be thinking about you though, and they may have messages for you. So let's see. I'm more affected than you know. Interesting. Interesting. So there could be a whole nother layer to them, Sagittarius. Something that you didn't know about, but you wouldn't know about it, right? Because, you know, you felt like you did what you needed to do, which was to move to a situation that was going to work a lot smoother for you. Of course, you know, it affected them. You hoped it would affect them, you know. If anything, you know, I feel like they kind of felt a little bit of the disconnect finally, maybe some of the disconnect that you had been feeling the whole while. They started to feel that disconnect. And if they're saying that they were affected more than you know, then they just don't realize that, you know, you were the one that was actually feeling the disconnect first before you, before they started feeling disconnected from you only after the relationship ended or only after the situation ended. What's the next card here? We have, I wish I could take back the things I said. So this is interesting energy. I wish I could take back the things that I said. Wow. Sometimes I feel like, you know, there possibly could have been, I don't feel like there was like a argument or some sort of like huge big blowout or anything like that. I just basically is just saying that this person really just kind of has regrets here. They really do feel as though, yeah, they really do feel like they missed out on you, Sagittarius. And they missed out only because, you know, they just weren't able to be present in the relationship. You know, even though they did like you, I feel like they definitely liked you, but they just weren't able to be present. You were the one that was always having to show up and show out for the relationship. And you just kind of had enough. So let's see what the advice has to add here. I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach growling, but I'm sure hungry. All right. Okay. So the advice card we have is card number 43, Love Endures. Someone else had this card also. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So I like this because honestly, Sagittarius, it does kind of speak to this person to say that, they do still have some lingering feelings from you. They do still have some like love for you, whether it is in a relationship or just as a person, right? They don't feel any type of ill way against you. But they do know that, it's like they understand that like love never dies. So, it's like they just kind of feel like I feel like they kind of hope for a reconciliation or just for some sort of contact or communication with you. And I feel like it does come. It could possibly be coming with that Eight of Wands there, or that Chariot there. It's a possibility where they may swing around and just kind of meet you where you're at, Sagittarius, and really, try to get to know you all over again. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go there. But, if the message did resonate to you, of course, let me know in the comment box. Okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how far off that you're watching this from the time of it was uploaded. It doesn't matter. If you caught it a year later, 2 years later, still leave a comment. Okay. Because it was for you at that time. If it doesn't resonate to you at all, then just understand the messages aren't for you. Please do not force it. Or just also understand that it may not apply to you yet. Again, the messages are timeless, okay? So if you want to book a personal reading with me, please just email me at LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com, and we'll go ahead and get that set up and situated. What else did I want to say? I don't think that's it. Sagittarius, enjoy the rest of your time. You guys have a great day. Bye.